Money. Money. Let's talk about money. But let's talk about it in a way that most people don't talk about it on social media. I see these guys posting, most of them extremely successful, and they post about how important it is to make more and more money. I like money, don't get me wrong. I like to be able to go wherever I want to in the world, which I can today, and stay as long as I want to. Travel wherever I want to, and that takes money. But money is not a means to an end. If you think it is, you're wrong. What do you really want when you want money? Is it the green, the mean green? Is it the cash? You want a feeling of freedom, security, ability to buy what you want. All these things are just feelings. So the money you think you want, or that you do desire, is going to give you a certain feeling. Let's talk about security. You think that your money will bring you security. Now, don't get me wrong, it's good to have a prudent reserve. I think that's wise. But if you think your money, your lands, your assets are going to provide you with security, what happens to that security if one day you are falsely accused of something and you end up in jail? Of course, you may say, well, yeah, but if you got money, you can get out of it. That's not true. That's not always true. Look at the Tates. I experienced a situation back in 2003 where it didn't matter how much money I threw at a situation, the system was wanting to destroy me. And as some of you know, I had to leave the country. And got that squared away, came back 6 years later, and we're all friends now. But it didn't matter how much money I threw at it, it was just meant to be. It was totally out of my control, and it was something that had to pass the way it had to pass. I'm grateful for it now, although I wasn't at the time. But there is no security in money. I know some people would argue about that with me. I had friends back in 2004 or 6, somewhere in there, when everything went to hell, right? They had lots, many lots of land worth, I think, like $75,000. And then within 2 or 3 weeks, they were only worth $25,000. I'm sure that they felt secure when the economy was good. But then everything went to hell, and all of a sudden they had these worthless lots and a big mortgage on them, right? Several of them lost everything they had. One of the guys was barely able to keep his house, and he's recovered since then. So your security does not lie in your financial means, although I certainly understand why you would think it would. But I've been broke and felt very secure, and I've had a lot of money and felt insecure and miserable. So money is not going to make you happy. Although I will say, unless you have your basic needs met, it's really difficult to be happy. But I lived in a third world country for 6 years, and I've seen people living in poverty, and they had as much joy, if not more, than many of the people I see up here living in paradise, and they don't even realize how good they have it. I hear people talking about that they can't buy a house, or they can't hardly make it, or this or that. But they've lived in such, or felt such entitlement and such luxury that they think they have to have all these things to be happy or to have a good life, when the reality is you don't. You don't have to have a 5,000 square foot house. You don't have to have that Escalade. You can live in a 2-bedroom or 1-bedroom house with several kids and 1 bathroom. Yeah, 1 bathroom. I mean, I have 3 bathrooms here and 6 kids, but I don't need that. We lived in a 1976 trailer about 12 years ago, all of us, with 1 bath and 2 bedrooms. Am I any happier now than I was then? Well, maybe, but not because of what I have. It's because of what I have in my mentality. And that's where your happiness lies. It does not lie in external things. I understand, though, it's hard to grasp that you could be happy with these bills hanging over your head, with not knowing how you're going to pay the rent, or what if your car breaks down, etc., etc., etc. But you can. It is possible. And as I said, remember, the money you think you desire, and there's nothing wrong with desiring money, more money. I want more money. But are you okay with what you got? You'll never have enough until what you have today is enough. Think about that.